All right. We're going to hit the financial report, so we're going to lose a little bit of money. That's okay.
I've got the financial report.
Yes, it's fine, Darius. Thank you. I don't care about how much money we're spending this month on payroll. I care about how quickly we can get this fire starter into combat. All right. Let's have a look at the command center. So, all right. I'm a little bit concerned at this mission, but I'm okay with the idea of a recovery. My only concern is that they're only offering 300K on the payout, but they're offering a max of 19 picks on salvage. I think we do it. I think we take this mission and we go max salvage. And this will be... Again, what the hell is going on here? We have these people that are so far from home. Alright, here you go. 19 potential picks on salvage. Now, we could find ourselves in a situation where we've bitten off more than we can chew. But on the other hand, who are we to judge in this instance? Because we're about to commit some war crimes, I think. Let's see how we're gonna do this. So in terms of tonnage, I think one of two things needs to happen. Either Stu is gonna be taking a vacation from his artillery duties. Yeah, Gravel Lion, they are. And this is the second mission in a row now where we're dealing with people who are way far away from home. Yeah, they're just dropping people in random systems and like, yeah, here, we made it to your destination. Are you sure this doesn't look right? Nope, totally. We're in the right place. So, do we give Stu a break from artillery and let him do some dumb shit in a fire starter? Or do we take our sniper, our Panther sniper off the field and have Ozark doing the fire starter? I mean, Stu, if you're in the chat and you want to go zoom, we can absolutely make that happen. Alright. Alright. Stu is gonna be our guinea pig then. See how well this thing works. So, again, battle armor's still out of commission. So we're just gonna go with the lance that we have. Actually, you point out something that I hadn't thought about, Gravel Lion. So it's good that you mentioned that. I just realized I have not gone to the barracks in quite some time to level people up. So that's probably something that we should be working on.
Training complete.
So let me do that first. And it looks like Brick has finally reached the point where they can specialize. I feel like Precision Master is still the way to go here. I kind of want to go with Missile Master on Brick because she's currently in the Treb. But Precision Master is so good. Like, the ability to do called shots is so good. Ugh. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I think we're always gonna have a long-range missile boat in the Lance. And I think Brick is gonna be our missile boat captain. So yeah, we'll go with missile.
Training confirmed, Commander.
And we don't quite have enough for the next levels. So we'll save up. We're almost to that next level of tactics. So we'll save up for that. Let's see. On the gunnery side, we'll go ahead and give you some extra. Actually, you know what? Hold on. No. We need to get you up to your next levels here. Because again, I like to have our pilots at level 5 on everything. At least. Unless we're like hyper specializing them. I mean, if I had a choice, Ostsal, I would absolutely go with Prodigy. But that's just because, like, don't get me wrong, The Doors is fine thematically, but I think Prodigy's, like, the tone and the tempo of that song is going to be more fitting for what we're actually going to be doing with, is more fitting for what we're going to be doing with the mech. But anyway, so we got our man's game master here. I've been giving him guts so that he can have some survival out here. But let's go ahead and get him up to level 5 on his skills.
What's up, boss?
And then of course the boss who is only ever in the mission for like one mission and then immediately gets knocked out. Ozark, you're our sniper. So I'm gonna keep pumping gunnery. I really should put some more into tactics, but I'm gonna keep pumping gunnery.
Orders?
Quagmire, you've been laid up for a while. Sparrow.
Awaiting orders.
Sparrow, what have we had you driving? The Scorpion and the Galleon, but mostly the Scorpion. Okay. So if you're doing that, then I think we give you more gunnery. Want you to be more accurate on those shots. Spirit is our scab, but he did make enough experience to level up. I think we go piloting.
Training complete.
Yeah, so it's funny you should mention that, because Guts is my secondary skill. Like, I've focused on gunnery, and Guts was my secondary skill because I know how I play, and I know how I'm going to use the commander. So I have been building Guts, it's just, I spend so much time in medbay and not on missions getting experience, so it's been kind of hard to level things up.
I'm your spaniel. Waiting for orders.
Let's see, Stu... I mean, I guess now's as good a time as any to go ahead and get you up to level 5 on your other skills, especially if we're about to put you in the fun starter.
Training confirmed, Commander.
So giving you a little bit of extra melee accuracy will be good. Let's see, Sundance is one of our other brawlers. I really should have gone piloting with her, but I guess we'll go with gunnery.
Mech warrior training complete.
And then let's pump some more guts, even though you don't really need it right now.
Complete.
And then that leaves us with Whiplash, our APC man. I guess I still want to pump tactics on him. So I'll save up. Alright. Back to the command center. Back to the command center. Let's get this party started. Let's see if the Frankenstein's monster that we've created is as dangerous as it looks on paper. Alright, here we go. I mean, depending on how this thing performs, Ernst, we could instead rename it from Fun Starter to Disco Inferno. I would absolutely not be opposed to daming the mech Disco Inferno. But we'll have to see how it performs. Because we have effectively used up basically all of our small lasers to make this happen. So if we do take damage, we might not have the systems to replace it. It's fine. It's fine. Retrieve Merrick's double-crossing scientist and escape. I mean, I would assume with a 280 engine in a fire starter, it's gonna be moving pretty fast. I am genuinely curious to see exactly how fast this thing is gonna move. Because I don't think I've ever shoved such a large engine core into such a small mech. Yeah, I think it was like 330 kph max speed. So if we sprint, we are going to be flying in this thing.
Command interface initiated.
Alright, we did not roll fog on this one. And because I have to know. I have to know. Okay, look at this. This is insane. Look at this sprint range. That is 6 evasion, Chad. 6 evasion pips. This thing is a sprinting machine. I'm almost afraid to see what it's gonna do when we fire all the lasers, though. I expect this thing to have one good alpha and then burst into flames. So this is the target zone. We have no idea what we're walking into in terms of enemy composition. So as much as I would love to charge forward with Stu, I think I'm going to move up with the vehicles first.
Reporting.
Let them do the scouting and find the enemy positions for us. And then once we know where they are,
Yes,
we know where to point our laser. Well, I mean, what do we want to call this thing? It's basically a freaking laser missile. We want to figure out where we want to point this thing. So no contact from here, which is strange.
Receiving you.
Guess we'll move up the galleon. I don't think... Well, no, because we're supposed to go in this direction once we get ready to withdraw, so... It couldn't hurt to send the galleon up this way, just to scout.
Confirmed.
Yep, there we go, enemy contact, so it's a good thing we went up that way. The question is, where is that enemy contact? I don't see it. Do you see it, chat? I don't know. Strange.
I'm here. Confirmed.
But if the enemy's in this direction, then I think that's the direction we want to send the rest of the vehicles.
Standing by.
Sundance is in the Hunchy, so I think we just move forward with her. Same with the Centurion. They're our brawlers, so we'll get them into contact soon. And we will just move up everybody else for the time being.
On my way.
Now, as for the Abomination...
I read you, Commander. Moving out.
God, look at how far it goes. It's insane. Do we actually have... Nah, we don't have a readout on it. That's okay.
I'm walking here.
Alright.
Awaiting orders.
So Sparrow, again, we'll go ahead and move up.
As you wish.
Still don't know what we're dealing with just yet. That's okay.
Orders?
Same with the galleon. Let's roll up here.
Double time. Let's
Oh, okay. All right. We got ourselves a hunchy. And as a direct result, we might now have a dead galleon. Because, oh, okay, so this is the goofy hunchback. He's got 8 evasion because it's spawn protection. Because this is the first turn, so they haven't actually done anything yet, so they've still got that spawn protection.
Yeah.
Alright, so knowing what we know, and knowing that the majority of the enemies are in this direction, then I think we're going to start moving our snipers up a little bit. Do we have range on this thing? Probably not. No. Was hoping we could sensor lock, but no dice. In the meantime, let's see. We know how far this thing can run. How far can it jump? I mean, that's a pretty impressive jump range as well. That's with the maximum of 6 jump jets. So, I'm thinking if the majority of the enemies are in this direction, we can have Stu jump up here, immediately run over here and try to take this guy out, and then because he's so fast in this mech, he can then immediately break contact from this guy once he's down, and then run over here and join the fight. Alright, Stu, well, I promise not to do anything exceptionally stupid. But, we'll give you a nice tombstone if you end up getting blown up. So have a good night. Take care of the kiddos, and we'll see you next time. Let's see, I think we're gonna jump up here.
Ready, set.
And we got 2 enemies in this direction. Still don't know what we're dealing with. Makes me nervous. That's okay. Oh, alright, we got 3 enemies in this direction.
I'm receiving you.
I don't like it. I don't like it. It's beginning to smell like we might be getting pincered, and I don't like that at all. But again, Hubris is my middle name, so... Okay. So somebody with long-range missiles over there. Still no visual contact. More long-range missiles. Oh yeah, I've had to explain this to some of the folks on the YouTube comments as well. About, like, I don't necessarily make the most tactically sound decisions. I don't make the best decisions. I make the most fun decisions. I try to do the things that are entertaining or lead to entertaining outcomes, not necessarily do the thing that, like, yeah, I could always go with the most sensible option that's always the safest option, but,
Skipper.
like, I like to do dumb shit.
Roger, Skipper. Taking it.
Let's see. Are we in sensor range? We are not. Man. Sensors on this thing suck. So we got at least 3 contacts here. Nope, we got 4 contacts here. And that means we probably got 4 contacts on this side as well. So... we might need to reconsolidate. I'm a little bit concerned that we're splitting our firepower when we really should be focusing, but It's fine. It's fine. Okay. What is that, a scorpion? No, it's a vedette? Alright. And you're packing a regular AC-5. Well, guess what, sweetheart? I have an Ultra AC-5. Alright, so I can go for the vedette, or I can move in my Treb and take a shot at the Hunchback. The Hunchback is a side shot, but we're shooting up. I'm not sure. I don't think they mention... They may have said at the very beginning when they talk to you, but I'm not sure what mercenary group this is. Yeah, to me it looks like a tank with a B instead of a turret. It's like a top-down image of a tank.
Confirmed.
So you've got 6 evasion. Like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this Hunchback because it still has spawn protection evasion. Like, this Hunchback still hasn't moved. I'm very confused. I say we take the shots here. I'm just gonna turn off the lasers and shoot with the streaks. Because if they lock, we'll get a hit. If they don't lock, we don't waste any ammo.
Crap. No joy.
Yeah. So no lock. Yeah, he still hasn't acted yet. Like, this Hunchback on their side, I think is probably like... Shit, probably initiative phase 4 or something like that. Like, this dude is super slow. There we go. Speak of the devil. Let's
Wait your
see.
command.
Spirits. I feel like we need to go up this direction with you. Because we're going to need to focus a little bit more on the left side. We're kind of focusing all of our firepower on the right flank, and I'm afraid that we're going to get flanked on the left if we don't at least try to stop them a little bit.
We can do this. Let's go.
Alright, let's see what we get. Oh, okay, there's even more. We got a 50-ton, a 45-ton, a 40, a 50, a 45. We know this is a Hunchback, and we know this is a vedette, so not sure what this guy is, but we're in roughly the same weight class. I mean, I try to, because of the way that BTA works, like, pilots that are in the same mech or vehicle for multiple consecutive missions will get additional bonuses. So I like to try to keep pilots in the same vehicle and mechs as much as I can. Because those benefits can actually be really good. Like, for example, Ozark in our Panther, the reason that she is so accurate is because she's been in this Panther for a long time. So she actually gets some small accuracy buffs. But when you stack that with her already high gunnery skill, and then you do all that. But yeah, you're right. I also kind of do it for role-playing reasons. Because it's like, yeah, I'm going to let everybody keep driving their personal rigs. But let's see. Sparrow. Yeah, I'm a little reluctant to send him forward now because knowing the kind of tonnages that we're dealing with up there, I'm afraid that if I get a little too antsy, then he might get popped. So instead, let's just focus on taking the shots that we
I
can.
have a good feeling about this.
So we got 1 hit out of 2. It's not great, but it'll do.
Yeah, Commander.
We still got the Galleon. Say we roll up here, take an elevated shot,
Moving out.
continue to keep them at the highest evasion possible. In fact, we could do target painting. Try and target paint this vedette, because it's I want to get it off the field because that AC5 isn't a huge threat, but it can become a threat if we don't deal with it. Let's see. I think we'll move up Ozark.
Hauling ass.
Yeah, no matter what we do, we're gonna have low accuracy for now. Them's the brakes.
This is everything I got.
Nice, we got the hit with a PPC, so we will impair those sensors at least a little bit.
Waiting on you, Commander.
And now we got Stu. Stu and the fun starter. Which I was gonna flank up around the left side, but again, seeing what we're dealing with here, I'm suddenly getting a little gun shy, because this is a 35-tonner. So it's not gonna stand up to a whole bunch of punishment. But we could just do this. Jump down. Oh no, we're just out of range. Damn it. Well, that's okay. Next turn, we're gonna give him the business. Just you wait. Just you wait. Alright, did you actually get close enough for us to see the tonnage? No, you did not. Unfortunate.
I live to serve.
Well, on the other hand, our boy Game Master is moving up. He's got a 50% chance to hit, but I think that's just inside the range of his accuracy. So let's take the shot.
My life is not devoid of meaning.
Oh, it's all good, Sneaky. Good to have you. Glad to see you back. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream, and you can catch the rest of it on the vines as usual, so... Again, glad to have you around, and we will catch you next time.
Yup. Copy that, Commander.
Yeah, I'm only just realizing how much later it is here. I am streaming a little bit longer than I typically do, but that's okay. Yeah, this is kind of weird. It makes me feel weird to have, like... Because right now, we have our lance so spread out. Like, we are spread very, very thin right now. And that's a weird feeling for me. Because normally, I like to keep my lance pretty close together so that you can focus down targets.
10-4.
So it feels very strange. Man, these low odds to hit. I think we're going to take it anyway, just because I want to try and... Like, I want to wrap up this flank as quickly as possible, because the majority of the enemies are over here. So I think we'll take one AC-20 shot at this range, even though we probably won't hit with it.
Acknowledge.
Holy crap! Good on you. Good on you. Sundance got the hit after all. I am not going to complain about that. Ouch, that hurt.
Can't take much more.
Good to see you, Nano. Thanks for dropping by. Hopefully you're interested to see us, I hope not get our asses kicked. But, still up in the air, currently. Could go either way. Let's see, with the LBX, though, we've actually got decent chances to hit with the LBX. I did not expect us to have an 83% chance to hit at this range. Well, I guess we gotta take the shot, don't we? Oh, very nice. Very nice.
Take that.
Well, yeah, feel free, Nano. Oh my. Oh my. But yeah, we have more than a few folks that like to come in and just listen to the insanity unfold while they work on other things, so feel free.
Commander.
Unfortunately, our man's game master took a hit there. It's no good. It's no good. That means we lost our AC-20. So, yeah. Oh, well, here you guys go again with this. First, thank you for paying forward the sub and gifting to Nano. Nano, welcome to, the cult of bad tactical decisions.
Affirmative.
Unfortunately, we only have one flavor of Kool-Aid. On the plus side, the flavor is Ecto Cooler. I mean, I think that's probably a more accurate description. It's the cult of DACA. It's the cult of autocannon. It looks like Game Master did survive the destruction of the Hetzer. So that's good news. But the bad news is that we lost an AC-20. Oh my. Alright, well I was not counting on them having jump jets, so this engagement just got a little bit more serious. A wyvern is not the end of the world. But combined with everything else that they've got on the field, it's gonna be a little rough.
More under the breach, dear friends.
I mean, we are currently running a stock standard Hunchback, the 4G Hunchback. So we've got the Hunchies covered, and don't worry. We are going to be turning it into a heretical abomination just as soon as I can find a cannon loader. Let's see. What do I want to do with this? I think we move up to get some evasion. Take a shot across the way with the autocannon to do damage to that Hunchback. Nice. Took out the right torso, so that should remove the majority of that Hunchback's offensive capabilities. Yeah, he's down to a medium laser and a small laser. So he is effectively not an issue for us. And the trick is going to be how to approach the engagement with the rest of these guys, though. That's the part that concerns me. Do we actually have a shot? I think we just continue to harass this Hunchback with the galleon, but I'm gonna pull the rest of our people out of this engagement and start focusing on the other guys. Alright,
What can I do for you?
Stu, now is the time. Look at this. Look at it. Look at it. Bask in its glory. 90 plus chance to hit on every single one of these lasers, and we're gonna melee. Because of course we're gonna melee. Destroy.
Going toe to toe.
Full alpha, chat. Full alpha. Oh. Ah, you love to see it. You love to see it. Now, granted, it was only a vehicle. But first blood. And let's see. Yeah, heat buildup, non-existent. Look at that. We fired all of those lasers. 0 heat. Outstanding. outstanding.
Yeah.
So good initial run for Stu and the fun starter. Now I just gotta figure out how to get the panther onto the high ground. I think we're gonna have to backtrack a little bit. I don't like having to pull out of the engagement, but I'm gonna take what I can get. So instead, let us fling some missiles in the direction of one of these guys. Okay, the Phoenix, for whatever reason, has got 2 red weapons. So I'm gonna not worry about him, and I'm gonna instead focus on the Wyvern.
Here you go.
Yeah, you're right, Urs. We could have removed the extra 2 heat sinks. I kept them in because I wasn't 100% sure how the heat dissipation would be. But now that I know that we don't need them in order to full alpha, buddy, you better believe I'm going to be taking those heat sinks out and plugging in another weapon system. I don't know what I'm going to put in there yet, but it's going to be good. You know what? I'm just going to imagine that, Rex. I'm going to imagine that it runs so fast that it, like, cools itself off by how fast it runs. I know that's not how it works, but that's, like, in my head, that's going to be my headcanon. I'm not going to waste any AC-20 shots on this Hunchback because it's not a threat, but I am going to take some shots at it as we pass by. I would like to put on some machine gun arrays. Unfortunately, we are currently using all of our supports, and I don't have the... I think you're talking about the machine gun array that takes up a ballistic slot. I don't think we have any of those currently.
Ready for orders.
Alright, so here we move up. Or maybe we move over here instead. I'm a little concerned, though, because all of the mechs are up here, and I don't know exactly what we're walking into, so I'm a little bit reluctant to just run up on the hill, but
Moving to position.
we're gonna have to come to grips with these jokers eventually. So let's just do it, see what happens. Why is the... Oh, because of the evasion. I'm, like, trying to figure out why the accuracy is so low on the SRMs. Yeah, this particular fire starter, I believe, has the ballistic slots.
And here it comes.
I did not do as much damage as I hoped on that one, which is unfortunate. We still got one more unknown quantity out here in the fog. We got a pretty good idea of what we're dealing with in most cases, but there's still that one unknown mech, and I would like to know what it is.
Standing by.
Alright, so we got Brick in the Treb. We could move up here.
Moving out.
And let's see, we're dealing with another Wyvern. Looks like the same model as this one, right? Yeah, another 6N. Alright, well... yes, we can take the shot. We've actually got decent accuracy across the board. I'll tell you what, we'll do one better. I'm gonna Battle Lord. And even though that's gonna increase our heat generation, we can turn off one of the lasers to minimize the risk. And yeah,
Copy that.
we'll give him the business.
My heat sinks can't vent fast enough. I'm taking damage.
Listen, you've been in a Treb for a while now, okay, Brick? I'm gonna need you to calm down.
Ready to rock.
If you don't understand that a Treb is effectively a walking barbecue pit by now, then I'm sorry, there's not a whole lot that I can do for you.
Engaging target.
I mean, machine guns is basically fuck anything that doesn't have at least a couple of inches of armor on it.
Is that it? I'm barely scratched.
Yeah, I would like to have more small pulse lasers, but we just used whatever we had. But at this point, now that we actually have the fun starter kind of like idea, I can go check the stores and see if we've got some small pulses, because I would love to put nothing but small pulses in this thing. Oh, okay. So whatever they've got in the back is some kind of artillery piece. Well, that's not good.
I'm losing weapons, Commander.
Yeah, I know, it's bad positioning. We will deal with that directly. Give it some time. Yeah, unfortunately the fun starter has taken some damage to the rear torso, and even though it's fully armored, it's still a 35-ton mech, so it doesn't exactly have a whole lot going in that department. Of course the AC-5 is jammed. Of course, right now, when I really need this thing to be working, of course the AC-5 is jammed. Alright, well, I guess we wait a turn and hope that he unjams the thing.
Ready for orders.
We'll continue to harass this guy. Keep the evasion up while still shooting at him every chance we get.
On my way. Firing on rear arc.
Eventually, we're gonna get lucky and get like an engine crit or something.
Good to go.
Alright, Stu. Part of me wants to jump up here and start throwing down with this guy, but then the other part of me says, I don't want to put him up here where every one of these mechs is going to have a shot. Also, did they crit one of these? Yeah, I guess they critted one of the lasers in the torso. That is butt cheeks. Alright, let's see. If I jump up here, unless they move, they're not going to have a shot. I don't want to DFA, because that would be a bad move. But what I could do instead is jump here to get 6 evasion, turn as much as I can so we're not facing the rear armor towards the enemy, and then we'll give them the full alpha here. So here we go, once again, full alpha. As a matter of fact, we're not just going to full alpha.
We can do this.
We're going to battle Lord full alpha. And that's going to up that heat quite a bit, but you know what? I say it's worth it. Let's do a check.
Here we go.
There we go. Stripped a decent amount of armor with that. If they had all been pulse lasers, it would have been much more impressive. But I'll take it. If we can just chunk that armor down with the small lasers...
Don't think, don't shoot, just run.
Plus, in addition to that, we're already going to be hitting so many times with those lasers that the chances that we get crits once we punch through the armor is even higher. I probably shouldn't take this shot because I have a feeling we're going to end up hitting the trench bucket in the back, but I'm going to do it.
Locking on and firing it all.
No, we didn't hit our buddy in the back. Outstanding. Outstanding.
Aye, aye.
Alright, so Brick is ready to go. We'll move over here, do the same thing we did before. And we will give them the streaks. I'm going to turn off the lasers for a turn just so we can get our heat under control.
Confirmed.
But the streaks should hit. Oh, we got one volley at least. I'm beginning to wonder if that Wyvern is actually stuck. I mean, I know it has jump jets, but... like, I don't think there's a way for him to get off of those rocks.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, where do we get down from here? Oh, God bless America. Chat, I may have fucked up. Because I don't think there's a way down from here. This is a dead end. Unless I can get down right here, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can actually get down from here. I think we have to run all the way back around. Which, if I'm being perfectly honest, with this being a hunchback, I'm not even gonna attempt to do that, because it's got, like, we're gonna waste so much time trying to get back into engagement range, so unfortunately, Sundance is just gonna have to take these shots from across the way. It's not ideal, but unfortunately, I think it's our only option. I mean, we got decent chances to hit because of the elevation, so as long as we maintain that, we're not, it's not a disaster. Not yet, anyway. So 50% chance, I'm gonna, because it's an AC 20, I want to take our highest chances to hit. So I guess we take the 50% on the, oh my goodness, swordsman. I was hoping it would be the one that lives up to its namesake, but it is not. It's just the AC 5 version. Disappointing. And you're right, we should precision strike. Absolutely. Good thinking. Good call, Bamboozle. I think we try to leg him, to be honest. If we can take him down, then that'll take him out of the fight.
Gotcha.
We did get a hit, but it wasn't enough to knock him down. That's okay, though. I'm still curious about what mech it is that's in the back there with the artillery piece. Because I suspect it's this guy that we still haven't gotten visual on. Because I don't see any kind of artillery on any of these other mechs. So it's gotta be this guy. Whatever this 50-ton is. So maybe it's a hunchback? That has artillery instead of a ballistic? Hard to say. What I can say, though, is we are now officially in melee range of this Phoenix, and I fully intend to do what you always do when you're in melee range, and that is go punch a dude in the face and then shoot him with a shotgun.
Locked on for physical attack.
So there's the 50 damage from the kick, plus the shotgun, plus the missiles. Nice. Outstanding work. Outstanding work. Oh, that's good. Shoot at the Centurion instead of the fire starter.
What are your orders?
Alright, so we got Whiplash in the APC. I think we just go with standard company procedure, which is crawl up behind him and give him the old cornhole.
I'm on him.
Again, we've breached armor all over this thing. We're gonna get lucky eventually. I keep telling myself that, but it hasn't happened yet. Yeah, so it is that 55-ton mech in the back that we have yet to identify. I mean, not only is he not bailing out, he just continues to be a nuisance. Oh, well, there you go. Never mind. I spoke too soon.
Armor's getting stripped off.
Oh, you have made a mistake now, my friend. You have committed a grave error.
Minimal damage on that hit. Someone let me borrow their pom-poms and skirt, because I'm damn excited now. Yes, Commander.
I don't think you should be talking like that. Oh, God bless it. The AC-5 is still jammed.
Certainly.
Sparrow, you are disappointing. You are disappointing me right now. Alright, Rix. Well, it was good to have you all the same. Glad to see you. Hopefully you have a good night. Tell the pooches we said hi. And we'll catch you next time. Hey, thank you, Rex, for being here, as always.
Commander?
Yeah, there really is no way down, so I'm gonna have to go the long way. Thankfully, the galleon's fast.
No shooting, just running.
Alright, what do we got?
Commander?
So we got Stu, and as long as we keep our front armor facing the enemy, we should be alright. I think what we do is we jump here. And I'm gonna hit them with pretty much everything we got, and if we were ever gonna do this, I say we go precision strike, we go for a called shot on the head, and we do our damnedest to try and hit this guy in the head.
5 minutes later.
Okay. Well, it seems like you guys are saying it's okay now, so maybe we've gotten over the hump. But yeah, that's weird. Either way, hopefully it doesn't start crapping out again. Anyway, where were we? Oh, right. We were getting ready to attempt to headshot. Which, by the way, H-Mods, good to see you. I didn't get a chance to say hello since we were in the middle of technical difficulties. But yeah, let's give him the headshot. We're doing a called shot on the head. We got 5 different small lasers, so let's see what we get. And we did get at least one headshot. Very nice, very nice.
Right here.
Continue to try to focus this guy down if he's gonna be stupid enough to overheat himself.
I'm going.
Yeah, I've had that issue before as well, H-Wuds, and that's like, I try to be very, very careful to make sure that I turn all that stuff off before I start up. Let's see, I don't even need to do that. Man, alright, screw it, we'll take the headshot again. Might as well.
Take this.
Because if I can get lucky and get a headshot and take this guy off the field... Alright, good deal, H-Monks. Well, you've certainly made more progress since the last time I saw you, if you're up to 86 pages already. But that's good, it means the creative juices are flowing.
Light damage. Holding firm.
Ah, shit. Hold on, Chet. I don't know why, but somebody's knocking on my door, and they will not go away, so I need to go see who it is. Give me just a second.